You know, we're surrounded by light our entire lives, from the second we wake up to the last thing we see scrolling on our phones at night. But let's be honest, most of us don't really think about what that light is doing to us beyond, just letting us see stuff. Well, it turns out it's doing a whole lot more than we ever realized.
Back in 1967, Lou Reed sang this line. He was probably just talking about the harsh glare of stage lights, right? But what's so wild is that over half a century later, science is basically proving him right in a way he could never have possibly imagined.
Because that's the real question we need to ask ourselves. Not just about light in general, but about the specific kind of light you're soaking in every single day. From your office, to your living room, to the screen in your hand. Is it helping you? Or is it secretly throwing your body's most basic systems completely out of whack?
To really get this, we've got to look at just how radically our world has changed. Before the Industrial Revolution, our light source was, well, it was simple. It was the sun. Our entire biology is tuned to that rhythm. But today, our light environment is anything but natural.
I mean, just think about it. For literally millennia, our ancestors' days were filled with super bright sunlight and their nights were spent in real, actual darkness. That gave their bodies this incredibly powerful, consistent signal. Now, flash forward to us, we spend our days inside, under pretty dim artificial light, and our nights are lit up by light bulbs and screens. That strong, clear difference between day and night, it's basically gone.
And this chart, wow, this just shows you the insane scale of the problem. So look at that little bar on the left. That's a typical office, around 500 lux. And to our eyes, that can feel pretty bright. But now, look at the bar on the right. A clear day outside can be over 100,000 lux. That is a 200-fold difference. The crazy reality is, most of us are living in a state of serious light deprivation during the day, and we don't even know it.
And that's really the heart of our modern problem. We've flipped the switch. We get weak light signals during the day and way too much light at night. And this screws up everything from our sleep and our hormones to our mood and metabolism. But how? What's the actual mechanism here?
Well, the answer is incredible. It lies in this groundbreaking discovery about a hidden system inside our own eyes. A system that has nothing to do with seeing the world, but everything to do with keeping time. It all starts with our circadian rhythm. You've probably heard the term. Just think of it as the master clock in your brain that runs the whole show. It's the conductor of your body's orchestra, telling everything when to play. And its most important cue to stay on beat is, you guessed it, light. So how does light talk to this clock? For over 100 years, we thought it was just through our regular vision cells, the rods and cones. But get this, it was only at the start of this century that scientists found a totally separate third type of sensor in our eyes. And these cells have a special pigment called melanopsin. Its job isn't seeing shapes or colors. Its one and only job is to measure the light in your environment and report straight to that master clock. It's like a hidden light meter, just for your brain.
Now here's where it gets really cool. What kind of light is the system most sensitive to? Well, you can see the peak on this graph right here. It's most sensitive to light in the blue part of the spectrum. So why that specific color? Think about it. What's the color of a bright, clear daytime sky? It's blue. Our bodies literally evolved a sensor that's perfectly tuned to the color of daylight to send a massive signal to the brain that says, hey, it's daytime. Get up, be alert, go.
So, armed with all this incredible new knowledge, a group of the world's leading experts on this stuff all got together. And for the very first time in history, they created a scientific consensus on what a healthy light diet should actually look like.
And this is it. This is the prescription. It's actually really simple and powerful. During the day, you want to get at least 250 units of the special melanopic light. That's what makes you feel fully awake. Then in the hours before bed, you want to drop that by over 95% down to less than 10 units. And finally, when you're sleeping, the goal is less than 1. Basically, total darkness. The huge contrast is what your body craves. But what on earth are these units?
This is the crucial new piece of the puzzle. Melanopic equivalent daylight luminance, or just melanopic EDI. This is a total game changer. See, for 100 years, we measured light in lux, which only tells you how bright light looks to your eyes. But melanopic EDI tells you how biologically powerful that light is, how much of a wake-up call it's sending to your brain. So 2 light bulbs could have the same lux, but if one is a cool bluish white and the other is a warm yellowish one, that blue one will have a way higher melanopic EDI.
Okay, so this science is amazing, but is useless if we can't actually apply it to our lives. So let's get super practical and break down how you can actually use this knowledge, like starting today.
This table just breaks it down perfectly.
During the day, what's your goal? Alertness. And you get that with high melanopic EDI, over 250. And that usually comes from cooler, whiter light. Think daylight or bulbs you see labeled 5000 K or higher. Then, in the evening, the goal flips completely. You want relaxation. So you need to crush that signal. You want low melanopic EDI, below 10. And that comes from much warmer, yellower, or even amber light, the stuff under 3000 K that looks more like a sunset.
So the big question is, how do you actually put this into practice? I mean, you don't need to walk around with a fancy light meter. Luckily, there are some really simple, really powerful habits you can start building right now.
Let's just walk through a perfect light day. In the morning, get outside. Seriously, just 15 minutes of direct morning sunlight is the most powerful way to set your entire day's internal clock. During the day, if you're inside, try to use brighter, cooler tone light to stay alert. Then the evening switch. About 3 hours before bed, make it a ritual. Dim everything. Switch to warm amber tone lamps. Signal to your brain that the day is over. And finally, at night, make your bedroom a sanctuary of darkness. I'm talking blackout blinds, cover up any little electronic lights. You want it to be a pitch black cave so your body can do its best repair work.
And you know, this goes way beyond just our own personal habits. This new understanding of how light really works is about to change the entire world around us.
We are right at the beginning of a revolution called human-centric lighting. Seriously, imagine schools where the lights automatically get brighter and cooler to help students focus for a test, and then warmer for more creative work, or hospitals that use specific light recipes to help patients sleep better and heal faster. This isn't science fiction. This technology is being rolled out right now, and it's going to completely reshape how we design our buildings and our tech.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that light isn't just something you see with, it's something your body consumes. It's a powerful biological signal, almost like a drug that you're giving yourself all day long. So now that you know the proper dosage, the only question left is, how are you going to change